What's good, y'all? I'm here with today's video explaining who's the better quarterback in these types of situations, and I think Drew Brees is better than Aaron Rodgers. It comes to situations that in these types of decades, in this clear decade, Aaron has made the playoffs in all this decade and only missed the playoffs twice. At least Drew Brees has a competitive division that year, though that this decade, and Aaron Rodgers' division sucked that year. So Drew Brees wins the Super Bowl in 2009. Aaron Rodgers, did he make the playoffs that year? I'm not sure. Then in 2010, everybody wants to say that Drew Brees embarrassed himself against the Seahawks. Drew Brees threw for over 400 yards, had like 39 completions in 60 attempts, and no interceptions and 2 touchdowns. It's not his fault that Beastquake ran over 11 guys on the defense. So Drew Brees didn't embarrass himself. Aaron Rodgers wins the Super Bowl that year. Congratulations. That's a fluke. I'm going to explain why. The next year, he goes 15-1, and he got blown out by Eli Manning. 2012, he got blown out by Colin Kaepernick. 2013, he lost at home in the snow to Colin Kaepernick. He blew a 16-point lead to Russell Wilson. 2015, he lost in overtime to Arizona. 2016, got blown out by Matt Ryan. And 2020, got blown out by Jimmy G and Raheem Mostert. So you can't say he doesn't have a defense, because I see Drew Brees carry his defense to 4 game-winning drives in his 7-9 season. That is a privilege facing MVP Matt Ryan and MVP Cam Newton. So I already mentioned the Beastquake mode. I already mentioned that. The same Seattle game, which he didn't embarrass himself again. It's just that dumb whatever. In that free play, he threw the ball, and that was a legal pass. And the next game was against the Minnesota Vikings. He came back from a 17-point lead and left the field with the lead. Drew Brees didn't embarrass himself. The only one to embarrass himself is Marcus Williams not being able to tackle Stephon Diggs for that game-winning touchdown. Not to mention that every time when Drew Brees leaves the field, his team has the lead. Then he got robbed, led his team down to a field goal range, and then the Rams basically took that missed call to an advantage. Aaron Rodgers didn't make the playoffs because he tanked to get his head coach fired. I think he looks better under Mike McCarthy than he did under Matt LaFleur. I can basically say that. He can pull up stat sheets all he wants. Aaron looks better under Mike McCarthy than Matt LaFleur. Drew Brees has not been embarrassed this decade. Drew Brees would have been to 2 Super Bowls this decade. Aaron Rodgers has only been to 1 Super Bowl, and that's sad. Drew Brees is a guaranteed Hall of Famer. In 2018, he broke a passing rating record, I think it was. Then this year, he broke Peyton Manning's most touchdown passes in the career. At least when Drew Brees is going to retire, he's going to own the record books. And the only thing you compare, the only reason why Aaron Rodgers is high enough in these stats is because is a touchdown and interception ratio, and really nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about touchdown and interception ratio. As far as I'm concerned, Drew Brees is much a nice guy to play with than Aaron Rodgers. He respects his parents. Aaron Rodgers doesn't even give a crap about his parents. At least Drew Brees is going to go out like a nice guy. And Drew Brees didn't tank a season to get his head coach fired. I mentioned this before, I said it again. Aaron Rodgers tanked the season to get rid of Mike McCarthy. So, bottom line, if you're held at gunpoint and you need to win a couple games and the Super Bowl, and your life is on the line, who would you trust? Don't lie to me, Packers fans. Don't lie to me. With Drew Brees, at least you will have a fighting chance. With Aaron Rodgers, he gets blown out on the field like he a backup. Like a backup quarterback. I don't want to hear he doesn't have a defense. I don't want to hear he doesn't have no run game because of Jamal Williams and Aaron Jones. I don't want to hear he has no wide receivers either until they didn't take anybody in the draft this year. Drew Brees had the worst defense, the second worst defense, and was able to get them 7 wins along with 4 game-winning drives. And that's sad with Aaron. At least with Drew Brees, you have more of a chance to win a playoff game than Aaron Rodgers. Man, he can pull up stats all he wants. Bottom line, that Drew Brees can show up in playoffs. Aaron Rodgers doesn't show up in playoffs. So that's it for today's video. Subscribe if you are new to this channel, and I really hope that Green Bay gets what they're coming to them this season after doing Aaron dirty. And Aaron, get the hell out of there, man. Looked better under Mike McCarthy than they do now under Matt LaFleur. So that's it. That's all. Peace.